The Painter, 2024. The story opens with Jonathan Painter, a quiet veteran living off-grid, haunted by covert missions he buried beneath silence. By day he restores abandoned houses, by night he paints violent memories onto canvas, seeking control. His isolation shatters when agents from a shadow agency track him, claiming a missing operative holds secrets tied to him. Reluctant yet cornered, Jonathan senses danger returning. As surveillance tightens, he realizes his past skills remain lethal. The film establishes tone through stark landscapes, minimal dialogue and tension, presenting a man pulled unwillingly toward confrontation and redemption that defines his journey forward alone again. Jonathan is forced into motion when a young woman named Sophia appears, hunted for information encoded within stolen artwork. She believes Jonathan can decode symbols hidden in paint layers. Their uneasy alliance forms as assassins close in. Training sequences reveal Jonathan's precision, discipline, and moral fatigue. Flashbacks show betrayals that cost lives, explaining his withdrawal. Sophia challenges his numbness, asking why he still paints pain. He admits painting keeps monsters contained. Together they flee rural towns, learning trust through survival, while the threat grows larger, organized, and personal with consequences that refuse mercy for anyone involved at every turning point. The pursuit intensifies as the agency deploys a ruthless enforcer, Marcus, once Jonathan's closest teammate. Their history adds emotional weight to each encounter. Marcus believes obedience equals order, while Jonathan believes freedom demands sacrifice. Cat and mouse action unfolds across highways, safe houses, and galleries. Sophia deciphers a painting revealing a black-budget operation exposing global crimes. Jonathan realizes the truth could collapse institutions. He struggles between erasing evidence to survive or releasing it to stop corruption. The narrative sharpens, balancing kinetic violence with moral debate and tragic inevitability that shadows every choice they make moving forward together despite rising costs. Midway, the film slows to examine Jonathan's inner world through intimate moments and art creation. He paints over old canvases, layering hope atop guilt. Sophia learns his family died during a mission cover-up, fueling his distrust. A quiet conversation by a fire humanizes both characters. Meanwhile, Marcus questions his orders, sensing manipulation. The agency accelerates plans to eliminate witnesses. Stakes rise as safe places vanish. The script deepens themes of accountability, trauma, and authorship, asking who controls the story, the painter, or those exploiting his work, while consequences spiral beyond intentions into irreversible damage affecting every life involved deeply. Action erupts when Jonathan and Sophia infiltrate a museum to broadcast the hidden files. Marcus intercepts them, leading to a brutal fight blending tactics and emotion. Jonathan refuses to kill Marcus, offering escape instead. This mercy shifts momentum. Alarms blare as authorities swarm. Sophia uploads partial evidence, enough to spark investigations worldwide. The trio escapes separately, wounded and changed. The sequence emphasizes restraint over spectacle, showing experience over rage. Jonathan's choice signals growth, rejecting cycles of violence, and redefining strength through compassion under extreme pressure despite fear, loss, uncertainty, and the looming threat of retaliation from powerful unseen enemies everywhere. After the fallout, the world reacts. News reports hint at corruption, denials, and sudden resignations. Jonathan hides in a coastal town, painting seascapes that finally feel calm. Sophia becomes a whistleblower, protected yet isolated. Marcus disappears, his allegiance unclear. The agency fractures internally. Jonathan reflects on whether truth truly heals. His art shifts from chaos toward light, suggesting acceptance. The pacing becomes contemplative, allowing audiences to breathe. Consequences ripple realistically, avoiding easy victories. The film argues change is slow, painful, and requires ordinary courage from people choosing integrity over safety when silence seems easier than truth, justice, or responsibility itself. Marcus returns secretly, warning Jonathan of a final operation erasing remaining evidence. Their reconciliation is fragile but sincere. They plan to stop the purge without bloodshed. Tension builds through stealth and intelligence rather than gunfire. Sophia assists remotely, risking exposure. The mission highlights teamwork forged through pain. Jonathan confronts the agency director, exposing manipulation face to face. Words become weapons. The confrontation underscores accountability, as power is stripped by truth. This act completes Jonathan's arc, transforming him from weapon to witness, choosing legacy over survival alone while accepting consequences that follow honesty in an unforgiving system on secrecy and control. The climax resolves quietly, rejecting explosive finales. Evidence spreads, reforms begin, and shadows recede slowly. Jonathan watches sunrise over water, painting one final canvas, then leaving it unsigned. Sophia visits briefly, thanking him before disappearing again. Marcus sends a wordless message, implying peace. The film trusts viewers to feel resolution without closure. Music swells subtly. The painter is no longer hiding, yet not seeking fame. His power lies in choice. The story emphasizes restraint, maturity, and the courage to step away from violence forever despite scars, memories, consequences, and a world still imperfectly healed by truth, time, accountability, and hope. Thematically, the painter explores authorship of identity, asking who we become after violence. Cinematography mirrors canvases, using light and texture to convey emotion. Performances are restrained, letting silence speak. The script avoids glamorizing combat, focusing on aftermaths. Jonathan's art becomes metaphor for rewriting history. Supporting characters reflect paths not taken. The film's moral complexity invites reflection rather than answers. It positions truth as dangerous yet necessary. Ultimately, it argues redemption is not erasure but responsibility, lived daily through conscious choices and empathy within flawed systems, broken relationships, personal fear, and ongoing social consequences that demand courage, honesty, sacrifice, and action. In conclusion, the painter delivers a grounded thriller anchored by introspection. It blends action with art, silence with truth. Jonathan Painter's journey resonates as a meditation on agency and healing. The ending resists certainty, honoring complexity. Viewers leave considering their own roles as authors of change. By framing violence as consequence rather than spectacle, the film stands apart. It suggests courage is choosing transparency over comfort. The painter closes as a quiet statement: redemption is painted slowly, deliberately, and never alone, shaped by choices made in light where accountability, empathy, memory, and hope guide the final strokes toward lasting meaning.